Hello, Chama. Good morning.
Good morning, Ross. How are you?
Everything is cool. Oh, your side.
Everything cool. The emoji will be too. So if they talk, they specify which one they talk to.
Okay, so I know I'm not talking to emoji. I know
So
I'm
there's
talking to.
emoji beats.
I'm not
There's
talking to emoji beats. I know I'm talking to the man of God.
I buy emoji to the man of God. You know if you talk like that.
Oh, but okay. You own, I should say, be Michael Usu George or something.
I think what differentiates us is the beat and the music. So
Yes, but emoji, your own stands for man of God, right?
yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us this morning on Hits FM, Daybreak Hitz. And I mean, you submitted your work for Grammy consideration. It's been one of the hot button issues on social media. I hope you are aware.
I've not been on social media for a while, so you need to update me.
Oh, okay. I can update you. Are you ready?
Oh, why not?
Okay, so ever since you dropped your artwork for Grammy consideration, and I think a couple of days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, that was when they made the announcement. People were looking out for Ghana to be represented in there. People were of high hopes. I'm sure the gospel fraternity, and even more than the gospel fraternity, everybody wanted to see our own being represented in there. But unfortunately, I think Ghana lost out on this year's Grammys nominations. And first question to you I would want to know what made you or what gave you that level of confidence to submit your work for consideration, for Grammy consideration.
Well, thank you. What gave me the confidence, first of all, because I'm a Grammy Academy member. So that's the first thing. And I need Ghanaians to understand something when we talk about Grammy. I think a lot of people are very they don't really understand what it takes for even your song to be considered. You have to. There's a rigorous form. There's a document that you have to fill. That's very, very rigorous. Anybody who has ever submitted his music or his work to the Grammys will tell you, it's very detailed. You have to add producers, engineers. There's an Excel sheet you have to fill. It has to be in a certain particular format. That's like 3 different loaded documents. So if an artist is considered for Grammys, and mind you, a lot of people submit their songs, so that's not everyone that's considered. So for an artist to first of all get to the consideration stage, it's not because you submitted your song, so you put the artwork out there that hey, my songs have been considered. When the songs are considered, we do the first round of voting. That's among the Academy members.
Oh, okay.
So when the song is considered, that is when people begin to the Academy members begin to vote for the song to be nominated. So you submit the song. The song is selected, or your work is selected, which is maybe we call it. That's what we call consideration. Then the Academy members will vote.
Okay.
And when the Academy members vote, whoever comes on top will have the most votes, or the standard that the Grammy board is looking for. Then they will select those people as nominees of these categories. These people came on top for this category, so we select them as nominees for that category. So for your song to even be considered, it's not a child's play, And I think the main reason why I can't speak for Stonebwoy, but I can speak for myself, and I want to believe it was in the same light. The main reason why probably we started making noise about our consideration, I started making noise about my consideration, was because I felt it was a big deal, and when majority of Ghanaians add their voice to it online, there are other Grammy Academy members online that they chance on the thread. Oh, there's a young man in Africa. His name is Emoji Music. I hear he's part of the Grammy. Let me go and see which areas he's nominated.
Okay.
You may probably add me to his consideration of voting for me to be nominated
into a category, right? So more or less like a campaign message.
So when you submit your work to the Grammys, there's actually categories that you select that new artist of the year, gospel song of the year, or gospel album of the year, and all those things. They are there. You select. So when they go to the vigorous checks and they realize that all the details you got are intact, the links and everything, you filled every document right. Which I'm telling you, it's not a small document. I did it myself. It took me over 2 weeks to finish everything.
Wow, how many pages are we looking at?
Oh, it depends on the number of work you're submitting.
Oh, okay. So how many did you submit?
I submitted my album.
So one album to be considered.
Yeah, so that's what got me three considerations for the Grammy.
So it means you passed the first voting, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I didn't pass the first voting. So I passed the selection. So you submit it. It goes to the Grammy office. The office staff go through it. I mean, there's a team that goes through it, and then they select those whose work, have either your documents are intact, everything is correct, everything is in good shape. Then obviously they'll check the impact you've made, to some extent. And then, I mean, that the impact is not really the case, but it's something that they look at, and then they'll put you in a state of consideration. Then the consideration comes to the level where Grammy Academy members, I voted myself. I voted for Stonebwoy, I voted for Rocky Dawuni, I voted for Davido, I voted for what's the guy's name? Burna Boy.
Oh, okay.
So these are Africans that I saw. I saw that there are categories that I was not in, but I saw their name there and I just clicked on it and I voted for them. So I just felt it was the right thing to do. So I just went ahead and I did it. So that's what it takes to when the song is considered. It takes the Academy members itself for your song to also be nominated. So one of the things that I believe when the Grammy CEO came to Ghana, one area he was really talking to us about is that we should be involved in advocate work that the Grammys do, that because that's where most of the Academy members, come around and we get to bond, we get to network. So when your works come on, they know your name, they see behind their laptop, they know you. And not now that you have to, go and call somebody to lobby for you and all that, So basically, some of these things help. You understand? And so that's what happens.
Okay, so but what are some of the lessons that you've picked from this year's nomination so far?
Right. So one lesson that I've learned is that obviously the news. I have the portal. I have access to the portal. So when I got the news, I just I have a page where I talk to my team. So I put the details of what they're like. Let's do something, put it out there for the world to know that we have been considered, and then probably we can get people who are also Academy members out there. Once Ghanaians start making people start. Some Academy members will probably see it and, decide to vote for us. So let's put it out there. And I think my graphic designer made a mistake and placed the official logo of the Grammys on the artwork, and it got posted. I don't control my social media alone. I have a team that also control the social media with me, and it got posted. So obviously some Ghanaians saw it and started, drawing my attention to it. So quickly we had to put it down. It had already gone out.
How true is it that you're not supposed to put the Grammy logo on the consideration?
It's something that it's part of the
okay, so you are not supposed to put it on
the official logo.
Okay.
The official Grammy logo. So even if you check Stonebwoy's artwork that he did, he didn't put the official logo on it.
Okay.
So I think that's what went wrong on my side. I mean, obviously, it's a mistake that my team made, but I take the bullet for myself because it still comes to my table, and so we've learned our lesson.
We move on.
Yeah, we're moving on. we don't have to fix it. And then, yes. But, I mean, then again, one advice I have for Ghanaian, because I realized that when this thing went south, a lot of people started laughing at, oh boy.
People are trolling, because I was about to ask you, what can we do as an industry to get there?
I think we need to be very supportive. You understand? Davido submitted his work time and time. And this year, rather, he got nomination. But I never saw any Nigerian trolling Davido that Davido was didn't get a nomination and Burna Boy, blah, 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 blah. You know. I think what we should rather do is that try to be more united for these people to realize that actually there's a group of people from Ghana or the Ghana music industry or the Ghana music lovers, those who love Ghanaian music, support their people. They will go all out for their people and all that. Rather than laughing at Stonebwoy that, you know, it doesn't make sense. Because really, actually, though it shall surely come to pass, a time will come that he will be nominated. A time will come that, by the grace of God, I will also be nominated. So it's just a matter of keeping up continuing the hard work, putting the effort. Obviously, we don't do music because of Grammy, but it's the highest and prestigious award in the world. So if we are blessed to be part of that category, it's just right for us to do the right thing to also get, you know, nominated if given the opportunity, you know. But I don't think it's right for people to laugh at Stonebwoy and myself. That
Okay.
But
how are you dealing with the trolls?
Me, I'm cool.
You're not bothered, eh?
No. Some people, I mean, for what, by the grace of God, what we have been able to achieve, it will be very demeaning on my side. I mean, I tried it before and it backfired on me. So it will be very demeaning on my side to come down to the level of people who really don't have anything to lose, to just, do back and forth with them when they've not really put in work as I have. Or have not sacrificed anything.
Because near dreams and so far, now whole streets look at there. Probably maybe as the truth they come, you to prepare some ammo for one side.
No. After that Twitter outburst, it's over.
It's over, eh?
It's over.
Thanks a lot for joining us this morning, MOG. We wish you all the best, and we know next year Grammy, Charlie, you go bring one in for us.
I mean, hopefully, I've got on our side. I mean, let's keep supporting the Ghana music. Those of us who are out there, you know, I mean, myself, Stonebwoy, I'm working that with me, and every Ghanaian who is on the Grammy. Let's bring more Ghanaians on board, because that's the way that we can all vote for ourselves and, you know, get the numbers that we need, you know, in the academy. So, hey, God deal with it.
Niceness. MOG, my special guest this morning, thank you. Have a great day, my brother.
Thank you, sister.
That is MOG that we just had on the line, talking about his Grammy consideration, of which, Charlie, as you go down south, then people they start to troll them all that. But anyway, Showbiz Reviews on My Brother Martinez is here, probably brought to you by Vodafone, Betway for the love of the game, Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Fee, and the remix version, they are saying still CCTV camera, Papa Fee, Lunch Avenue, and Angel Cola. Now, McBerry's Alpha Cracker, proud sponsor on this show, is saying that today, if you've not snacked, then you're missing out on the tastiest and Ghana's most popular cracker biscuit. It is called McBerry's Alpha Cracker. It is rich in milk and butter, and trust me, every single bite, then it starts to melt in your mouth. It's versatile and can be enjoyed as a snack on its own, or a perfect partner for your tea, coffee, oats, Milo, cocoa, or any other beverage. For your kids, put one in the school pack, make them take go school. Now, omoni bejipa. For the adults, Charlie, as you drive, put one for the gear in body. You change, then you pick one, then put for your mouth inside. McBerry's Alpha Cracker is the ideal snack for you to crunch on. Explore and taste the healthiest or the healthy living with McBerry's Alpha Cracker. Available in all supermarket provision shops near you, and they are saying that they are simply irresistible. Oh, check a crowd. They just say, McBerry Alpha Cracker. Well, Martinez, everything cool?
Oh, we did.
Camidoh joined us yesterday on the show with Godfather Auntie Dusty, and then the conversation started about the Grammys. You were here. There's the day.
Yeah.
So, Camidoh joined Godfather and the Dusty and urged Ghanaian musicians to learn more about the award scheme to know how to get recognition. Today on the show, we will listen to, excerpts from yesterday's discussion.
The Grammys have a criteria, and so one of them is releasing your album in the American market, because it's an American award. And then, so basically we just have to learn. I guess we've not really people have not really learned or, inquired how to, submit whatever. Because there are a lot of, these days they include a lot of African patrons and all of that. So, and now that I said, I actually tweeted that next year, see you at the Grammys. Because at the end of the day, if you make a quality product and then you market it in their market, and you do you follow the criteria, you stand a chance. And I believe I'm like a great artist, and I'll make a great body of work. So I just think that we just have to learn how to their criteria and follow it. And then I think that because Nigerians also had that problem. I remember very well, like so many artists had submitted or they did the tipping, the consideration thing, and then it didn't happen. And then the next year, they learned everything, and then boom, they started getting, the nomination. So I think it's just us learning how we plays with them.
Grammys 2020, then we'll hold them next year, 2024. Ghana got snubbed as the official nomination got done. You realize that if you're on social media, so many artists were trending. A couple of them from Ghana that would talk about this morning. Stoneboy was trending, MOG was trending, and then Sarkodie was also trending. I never knew Sarkodie submitted works for Grammy consideration. He submitted them. Did he?
I don't know much about his.
But I'm sure say just be some agenda people with and they one side and they decided to throw King Sark on it. But anyway, this morning we're having a good look at the Grammys, the process to get get recognition at the Grammy. You joined Godfather yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
What do you make of our Grammy journey so far?
Yes, we are all not happy.
Are you happy or not?
I'm not happy.
Are you part of the agenda people?
I'm not. I want to see everybody win. I mean, like, we would have been very excited if Ghanaians appeared in the list.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, I made mention that we have 4 Nigerians and 1 South African. At least, if we had 1 Ghanaian, it wouldn't have been bad. But unfortunately, we couldn't. It's sad though, but like Camidoh said, we have to learn on the game, and I agree with him. You might produce the best of song or come out with a very good production, but if you also don't learn the rudiment of the game, it might be a bit difficult getting some of these recognitions. even when it comes to the VGMA, you also have to learn on it. So I don't see why it's a big problem for people to understand that even people have challenges with VGMA because they think, oh, I've released a song, it's banging, so that is it. But there are rules and regulations to the game. So yesterday I was telling Robert Ofe that every year I hear him explaining particular things over and over and over, sometimes educating even how to participate, how to get your song nominated, and even understand some of the procedures you always go through. So if you don't make it to the list, you better it next time. The same applies to the Grammys.
Okay.
And for me, I believe that first time giving the slot to Africa, looking at the works Ghanaians have put in, at least, if not 2 crowds, on one be there. Like we for makeup. So this is a wake-up call, and I believe that going forward, I mean the subsequent ones, we have to be very smart about it. A lot of opinions came yesterday from all the pundits, and I think the key thing we kept drumming was the fact that we need funding. Yes, we need funding. We need investors. Because, like even Sisi said earlier on, he knows you have to get your music in the American market. But we are now getting these major labels on board to help, get
the songs being released.
Execute some of these things. Having Def Jam with Stonebwoy, we thought at least it would have been that, big deal for Stonebwoy to hit. In fact, we were all rooting for him. I, in particular, I was rooting Stonebwoy would be nominated.
So, but ahead of emoji. Ahead of emoji, or
but
you felt Stonebwoy had a bigger chance of being nominated.
Oh, of course. I mean, looking at the tour he's embarked on. I mean, the shows he's played, his album, his songs, even from the album into the future. I mean, if you put all together, Stonebwoy has really worked. Everybody agreed to the fact that Stonebwoy has really worked. So if not anybody at all, Stonebwoy as an artist, we're expecting him to be there. But in as much as we are not there, I don't think we have failed as an industry. We just have to strategize things. And Slim, I think we also need more big men in such positions. I mean,
on the Grammy board?
That is one. And also when it comes to these major labels across the globe, we need some industry players from Ghana over there. I hear there are more, but we need to push a lot. We need to push more. Because look, I believe we have the men. We have the men in the system that can.
We have the talent, or we have
both.
Oh, okay. So you still believe we have people who can fund?
You are a plug as one.
Me.
So I am saying that
brother,
if we
get
get
statement,
no,
don't
but
bring me in.
Are you not a plug?
We plug.
Are you not a gatekeeper?
What gate? I beg.
Are you not part of the gatekeepers?
No. What is gatekeeping? What is that? Then. I beg, make your statement. I don't want any trouble this morning.
What I'm trying to say is that you are a plug.
I am not.
You are.
I am not.
Fine. But I believe there are people in the industry that when we have them playing major roles internationally, it will also help the artists.
Okay.
Yes, I remember some time ago, Sarkodie made, that assertion that if you have some presenters also holding high positions internationally, it will help the artists.
You're going to drag in this conversation.
And probably how he put it. That is why it came with some backlash. But I believe that if we have these people out there, because sometimes it's about who is also representing you.
Okay.
Because you
who's influencing on your behalf.
Exactly. You take all these things into consideration, and we see how these Nigerians, they are handling some of these positions and how they are fighting and pushing their people. It's high time Ghanaians to re-understand the fact that we also need that platform. The artists, where we've reached now, I mean, talking about our music also dominating worldwide, even though we are doing well, but our music also dominating worldwide like the Nigerian, is a collective effort. We need to understand that the artists cannot do it alone. The same way the artists should also recognize the industry players, that we all have to team together. We all have to come on board. Any role anybody at all can play. I mean, once you are a Ghanaian representing our industry, any role you can play, any effort you can do for our artists to get that recognition, to get those plugs, is very, very important. Because learning on the job, and artists like DJ Juice, he's a producer, and he's very influential. Okay, he is also connected to the Grammys, and even his works, he is part of the artists that didn't make it to the cards. But for me, I believe that he's a plug that our artists can also take advantage of
and learn a thing or two.
Exactly, Rocky Darwin, all of them. So where we've reached, it's not about I am better than this guy. I am more influential than you. Without you, I can make it. We have to understand that, look, we all need to come to the table. And at the end of the day, if we are able to understand it from that far, going forward, I mean, 2024, 2025, the subsequent year, our industry is going to boom. So learning on the job, getting the funding, I mean, getting huge. Sadiq helped Olive the Boy to get, an international deal. So that is one of the reasons why I'm saying we have the men. Any link that can connect to these major labels for our artists should understand that they have to work hand in hand with the industry players so that any connect can come on board. Through this, it will help elevate the game. It will help promote them very well. Well,
my brother Adam is in the building. Real quick. Let me put this out there, that if you are listening to the sound of my voice and you are low on energy, get yourself Rush energy drink. I should say that be how you rush into the studio.
Very good one.
You suck one.
I take one.
Fantastic. Rush energy drink. It has been fortified with vitamin B3, B5, B6, B12. And it has the power of ginseng extract in it. So if you consume one right now, Charlie, it will give you that energy. Extra. Rush energy drink, that is what I recommend for people that are fighting fatigue throughout the day. We're talking about Grammys this morning, and we're looking at the industry, what should be done in entirety to make sure that we get it right. We just spoke to MOG. MOG was of the view that, as much as the artists, have a bigger role to play in getting their works right, getting their submissions and all that, the industry also needs to come through to support. What are your thoughts on this?
For me, I think that, the Grammy, wherever there is a certain group of people gathered to, go on a certain course, there is that bit of politics in there. So regardless of how you see it, there is that bit of politics in there, which is, music is a very huge business. And if you look at the membership and the whole structure of the Grammy, it is made up of certain music executives. You understand? It's a peer review kind of award scheme, and that clearly will mean that some of these music labels and executives who are in will serve a certain interest. You understand? So it means you need to be able to reach, you need to be able to connect, you need to be able to plug in order for you to, get in their minds for them to say, okay, I give you my vote. You understand? So you need to connect more. You understand? And I think that over the years, I don't think we haven't connect more. We have connect more, but I think it is now that the intentionality is coming. The conversation, we are becoming intentional. Like we keep having like we are doing this morning. The more we are drumming home, the more the artists become aware, the more they become incensed to be intentional about getting in there.
For me, we have not been able to achieve that kind of, success where many times you want to see us getting in there. But that does not also mean that we have not been doing well at all. I take Davido as an example. For many years, he's been wanting to get in there. It's not been happening for him. It didn't mean Davido wasn't a good artist or he wasn't producing hits. He kept on consistent, and I'm sure that he was rather pushed to increase his reach and ensure that when it comes to the connecting, he will connect more and do what is, in order to be able to get there. And today, getting the nomination, he got 3. And when he got that 3 nomination, he made a post that, indeed, delay is not denial. Delay is not denial. What rather it means is that it should be a stepping stone for hard work and consistency. So we shouldn't throw our hands in despair as an industry and think that, that's all. Because the Grammys will not end here. It will continue. What is important is ensuring that whatever level we are, we will keep going up, because you always want to aim high. So we need to keep pushing.
Do we have the right type of industry to achieve this?
We have the right type of industry to achieve it. It's the same industry that some of our artists have been able to, attract global deals. You understand? Because before you get some of these things, you need to attract. And you need to have a certain equity to attract. Maybe you have the right fan base, you have the right sound, you have the right artistry in terms of you, the artist, and we've been able to attract some of these international and global.
I asked you this question at the back of what MOG said this morning. Now, MOG was emphatic on the fact that when they when they pushed their artworks for Grammy consideration, some of the things that they were looking out for was, number one, getting a trend that would send signals to other members in the Grammy board or other board members to know of the existence of artists like himself and his brothers, i.e. Stonebwoy, Rocky Downey, and all that. You understand? But then I asked this question because we realized that ever since the nomination thing go down south, all the trends that you are seeing are all negative. We have fan base who were, even during the time of Grammy consideration, lashing at artists and all that. Even artists that where they don't even put them at Grammy consideration out, they were trending for obvious reasons. You know why? That's why I asked, do we have?
Chairman, we have it. It's not only the trends alone. Because the award is American based, and clearly there are
trends are worldwide.
I'm coming. There are certain mechanisms which are put in place to ensure that America dictate the pace. Yesterday, Robert talked about a chat he had with the president, and he was talking about releasing the song in the American markets. So clearly, if you want to set the trends, it shouldn't just be about the Ghana trend. It should
be worldwide.
Find a way to tap into the American markets. You understand? Because that should be the target. If you want popularity and you think it's only trends in Ghana to catapult you to the world, it will be long. Move into the right space, because you know the right space. That's the American market. That's where most of those in the helm of affairs are. So make sure you are getting connection which will put you on the Times Square, will put you on other music charts there, so that the awareness will be created. You understand? These people who are in there, who got the nomination, clearly, if you check from their background, you will see that they are not just making trends or visible in Nigeria, but they are connecting internationally. If you want to trend, what is going to trend you worldwide than filling an O2 or something? Like Ashake did. And today he's there. There are certain things you can do.
Rema is also.
Yes, there are certain things you can do to give you that attraction, somebody is performing at Ballon d'Or, which is the number of
But
media
Rema got
coverage.
snubbed. Rema had the biggest song, was doing all the press.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that's the end for him. It doesn't mean that's the point. It doesn't mean he's not doing well.
So he's now going to amplify it more.
Yes, I mean, because if you want to achieve something, it's like you want to con a girl. You try your shot at first.
Chirimu.
It doesn't happen.
Chirimu.
You want to do more. Oh, Nana Kwame are sending a lunch. Oh, no, the birthday no are sending no cake. Say a cheer so personal and no far or then a trip. Oh, Dubai near there.
Everything will happen.
That be the thing. So I mean, that is how the first shot. If it doesn't work, let's keep working hard. Let us not think there's nothing good about our industry. No, rather we will create that bad. Bars around our industry. And don't say Ghana who we are not supporting because one trendy will trend for Twitter or
he trend, but it's for negative reasons.
And yeah, let's keep working hard. I mean, this shouldn't drag you back. It's past and gone. Let's keep working hard. His time will come. I mean, this was his first shot.
Yeah.
His time will come. He should keep working hard.
Davido has been trying for God knows how long, over 10 years.
Yes.
But still.
Yeah.
Anyway, real quick, Martinez, on toxic fan base, which has been one of the topics. I think MOG stressed on it a little bit this morning. On toxic fan base, that also a part of the industry, because you need, once you are performing, you need a crowd to perform to, and there are certain parts of our crowd that have decided that if it's coming from A, we no go listen. You know that thing. Do we have the right type of mindset in our industry now to get our people there? Real quick, a minute or two, then we wrap up on this.
Yeah, it's a major problem, and we have to be very careful how we go about things. As fans, we are music lovers, and we support the artists in positivity. It's not about killing one artist to project yours. So for me, I believe that this particular issue with the fan base thing is very sad lately, because listening to what Emoji said and going on social media to see how people are throwing certain artists for losing that recognition, meaning that some people sat somewhere and prayed that it never happened. And if we keep on like this, we are going to fail. Yes, you admire a certain artist's craft, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that you don't see any good in any other artist. They are all Ghanaians. We are all Ghanaians. For me, I love every good song, whether it's coming from A or B. And so if you support a certain camp, that doesn't mean that you should lose your brains when it comes to dealing with issues. We all have to rally behind our artists. Whoever is raising the flag high, or whoever is leading, we all have to support. Maybe this year could be this artist dominating. We have to rally behind him or her. The following year could be another artist dominating. Same way. So once we keep going that line, it will help project our music culture very well. But if we fold our arms and all we know is just to lambast one camp or maybe destroy another talent, all because of the belief we have in a particular camp, it's unfair. So the throwing of the musicians, those who lost that recognition or that slot, is very, very unfortunate. And if you keep doing that, then it means you are still living in the 1430 era. It's very unfortunate how some people don't want to be civilized.
Martinez, thanks a lot for joining us. Adam, final words on this one as we wrap up.
For me, I see fans as part of what we call the brand community. And if you know the relevance of a brand community, it serves as a very huge factor for brands, because you've seen people come together to say we are Benz lovers of Benz.
Yes.
And they organize activities and other things. Lovers of this come together. And brand community serves huge purpose. They become like the foremost people to even test a product for a company or the artist before it goes out. That's why at times some of them organize listening session with them before the product go out. They can become like a cash making machine for you, where they buy your merchandise and other things, including your things. I mean, they also show your strength as an artist to be able to get a lot of endorsement among others, and even purchasing tickets for your programs, among others. These fan bases must be on purpose. You understand? So if that purposefulness is not there, that sense of direction is not there, at times, some of them will stray and do other things, which does not bring too much of, doesn't bring too much on the table. So I think the leaders who are the artists also have a role to play in ensuring that the artists or the fans are directed in a certain manner, which will bring a lot to them as a brand, more value to them than going into vitriolics and other things. But one thing we shouldn't forget is that fanaticism, it will be difficult for fanaticism to go on without some of these things. I mean, fans are fans. And it gets to a point in time, if it is not about their artist and it is about somebody, they don't want to concede in order to look like the person they are following wasn't able to make it. And some of these things which show clearly indicate why they are fan base. I mean, so at times, I see it an issue, and at the same time, I do not see it an issue, because as fanatics, the word fanatics alone, it is expected some of them will go into some of these things and be trolling. But how we are able to refocus or focus on something else and not too much on their negative energy is also important. So that if you're an artist and you see a fan or fanatics trolling, you do not place too much premium on it. Because if you place too much premium on it, it will derail you. Yeah. You understand? So at times, we need to direct them, but that doesn't mean that they cannot go astray. They are fanatics, and at times, some of these things are expected.
Thanks a lot for joining us, Mr. Edem Chotome and my brother Martinez. But there is a special message to all creatives. I don't know if you've heard about this one. The FDA Attorney General have been sued over their decision to ban celebrities from advertising alcohol. I hope you've heard that.
Yeah, Mark Darlington.
Okay, Mark Darlington is talking about it. And the post just came in from him saying that just to alert you that the FDA celebrity ban court case is being heard tomorrow. That is Wednesday, 15th of November 2023 at the Supreme Court. The time is 9:30. So a message to all creatives out there, come and show your solidarity. It's tomorrow at the Supreme Court, so make sure you come through. Celebrity, this should be something that we have to champion.
I mean, when this case started first, I mean, some years ago, I wanted to see the artists take a lot of action. I don't know why they kept quiet like that, because there's a lot of money being, because if you clearly looked at the law, the law stated that celebrities. Yes. Now, when the law states celebrities, why is it that footballers and other people are still able to, be ambassadors for some of these things? In other parts, like the betting. Yes. It says celebrities. Are footballers not celebrities? It depends on how you look at the definition of a celebrity. But celebrity means only musicians. No, it depends. It means musicians. Who is a celebrity? So footballers who have the big question is huge fans. Who are you, Thomas Partey? I mean, some of them have even fan base across than who is a artists. Celebrity. So it is good that there is this test case. At the end of the day, we will see the outcome. As useful for the industry. But I want to see the artists themselves, the actively participating, movie stars, actively going to court. They should go and sit in court to show how concerned they are to this, because this is bringing food to their table. And if they sit down and allow this to go like that, it is still going to affect them like we are seeing. So we want to see more of them in there, and any kind of support they can give, they should ensure that they do everything possible to overturn this draconian law. Thanks a lot for joining us, Martinez. Thank you, Adam.